Hey guys, it's Jessii Vee. So today is a really interesting video because we're going to be talking about dreams. And we're getting more into specifics about what exactly people dream and things that we commonly see, like all of us together. Dreams really fascinate me, and I'd love to almost do like a series on this because there's just so much I could talk about, like the fact that a lot of people can't read in their dreams. They don't see numbers, they don't see words. There are other people who can't ever hear like voices or talking in their dreams. There's so many things that happen in dreams that I just want to make like a whole series on. But today we're talking about common faces that we've all seen in our dreams. So like a face I've seen, you've seen, everybody has seen, which is kind of creepy to me because I feel like we're all living our own personal lives. We know different people in our lives. So how can a person that I see in my dream also be in your dream too? Like that just like messes with my head. So we're gonna get into that in just a second, but before we start, I just wanted to say that I'm so glad you guys enjoyed my haunted hotel series. It was so fun to go there with Ty, Mandy, Brittany, and Jonathan, and all of the videos are up on our channels right now. And whenever we post those videos, I feel like it's like a full-on like movie series. It was just so much fun, so definitely check those out. And also, if you want to see some extra footage and some behind the scenes and blooper footage, Ty is actually editing that to go up on my other channel, Vee Vlogs. In fact, by the time you see this, it should already be there. So I will link his channel down below in the description if you guys want to see bloopers and extra stuff from the haunted house, because there's a lot. And the second announcement that I have for you guys is another really exciting one. So this Sunday, this weekend, this literal Sunday, I'm going to be having a live virtual movie night with you guys. So the movie we're going to be watching is Coneheads. If you guys have not seen it, that's fine. You can see it for the first time with me. It's a really hilarious movie. It's basically about aliens, and we all have those alien vibes on this channel. So what's gonna happen is if you get your ticket, you're gonna see the movie screen, but you're also gonna see me on a webcam live reacting to the movie as you're watching it. And then there's also an intermission in between the movie where I can actually talk to a bunch of you guys, answer your questions, and then we'll finish off the movie together. But it's just so cool to all like watch the movie at the same time. And you'll have like a chat box, you can talk about what's happening in the movie. It's gonna be so cool. All of this is gonna be happening on the See Alive website, and it's only $4.99 for a ticket, which isn't bad at all. So the link is down below in the description. If you happen to have one of the alien plushies, definitely bring it with you for this screening because there's just gonna be so many alien vibes going on here. But yeah, I'm so excited to see you guys on Sunday, and we're gonna watch a movie. Bring your popcorn. All right guys, so let's get into this video. So as I was saying before, some people dream very differently, but others dream very similarly. So a ton of people around the world see faces in their dreams. So they see the figure and the face of somebody maybe they know, maybe it's a stranger. But then other people, I was reading, they see faceless people. And while they're dreaming, the faceless people don't seem abnormal, and they also can recognize who it is. Let's say they're dreaming about their mom. Their mom would have no face, but they would still know it was their mom, because I was reading online that the person dreaming recognizes the soul of the person they're dreaming about. So even though there's like 10 faceless people in the row, they can be like, oh, that's my best friend Sarah. That's my teacher, Mr. Loodle. Loodle? Mr. Loodle. What? But they can recognize people even though there's no face on their body, but that's like more on the rare side. Usually people do see faces. I know myself personally, I always see faces of people I'm dreaming about, and I think like 99% of the time it's people that I know in my real life, friends, family, even like just acquaintances or people that I've seen once in my life. They could just appear in my dream. But there are also the faces that everyone sees, and there's actually a really scary case that I'm going to be talking about. You guys might have heard of this before. It's kind of like a creepypasta, but a lot of people are saying it's real. I don't know for sure if it's real, but it sounds pretty real. But it could just be a scary story. I don't know. But basically, people are saying that thousands of people around the world are dreaming about this man. I'll put his picture here, but apparently so many people have seen this man in their dreams. But we're gonna get to him in a second. The other faces that a ton of people dream about are like very average faces. So if you took like the average female face from around the world, people would like dream about that. Or if you took the average face of, you know, men around the world, people would dream about that. Or if you go to different, you know, countries and blend everyone's faces together, that's sort of the people that appear in everyone's dreams. It's like a general blended face, if that makes sense to you. And it's sort of just when you're dreaming and your brain doesn't make like a definite person, it sort of just blends everybody that you've seen together into one face, which is kind of like creepy if you think about it. It's so weird because after I film this video, and let's say I have a dream tonight, I feel like subconsciously I'm gonna be thinking about this and trying to find the person in my dream, or hopefully not this man, because this man is really freaky. So let's get into the story about this guy. In January of 2006 in New York, the patient of a well-known psychiatrist drew the face of a man that has been repeatedly appearing in her dreams. So there's this patient of a psychiatrist, she goes in for her appointment, and you know when you're in there for therapy, you're kind of talking about your life, what's been bothering you, just everything. And she sits down and she's like, hey, you know what? This really weird man keeps appearing in my dreams. I don't know where he came from, but he's always there. So the psychiatrist told her to draw the face of this man she's been seeing, and that's where this picture comes in, because this is the exact picture that she drew. So what happened next was the psychiatrist kept that portrait on her desk to analyze for the next week or so. So every patient that came in to see her would be sitting there talking, and they would notice this portrait on her desk and they'd be like, hey, where's that picture from? I recognize it. And the psychiatrist would show the patients, and the patients would all be like, hey, that guy's in my dream. All of these patients that are recognizing this man have all said they've never seen him in real life. They've never seen this man in person in front of them, only in their dreams. And all the patients refer to this guy right here as this man. This man. There's literally a site that I'm on right now that I'm kind of looking at all this information from, and the site is called thisman.org. Like, it's really creepy. So if you guys want to look more into it after this video, go to thisman.org. It's creepy. Like, this is literally the picture on it, so that's always cool. So since this has all been made public, a lot of people have been coming forward on the internet who have drawn a man in their dreams who look very similar to this man. So I'm going to show you some of those drawings right now. So this is the very first one, and I love how they just keep making that thick eyebrow. Like, that is so prominent. So we're going to go through them really quickly, but they're all just like sketches from people. And yeah, those eyebrows, man. It's almost like he's making a smirking expression, like you can't really tell what he's thinking, which makes it even freakier. This next one, he's kind of turned to the side, you know. This next one, he's pretty shadowed, and you can actually see more of his body, not just his face, which we haven't seen yet. This next one is really, really detailed. You can see like his cheekbones, his chin is really prominent. And then I don't know who did this one, but someone made him look very human-like, so I'll show this now. This is the freakiest one of them all. Imagine there's a guy out there that actually looks like this and he's offended by this video. I'm so sorry. Now, most people say that when he appears in their dreams, he's given them some sort of strange advice. So he'll tell them to do things that aren't really usual, if that makes sense. And people are almost drawn to him. Like, there's this one dream from a lady, and she says, I fell in love with him from the very first time I saw him in my dreams. Even though, if I think about it, I must admit he's really ugly. Poor guy. And yet, each and every time I dream about him, he sweeps me off my feet with his romantic gestures and sweet words. He buys me flowers, jewelry, he takes me out to dinner or to the beach to watch the sunset. So when this lady wakes up, she knows she's not attracted to him in real life or when she thinks about his face, but in her dreams, somehow she's just mysteriously attracted. Here's another dream about him. The first time I had a dream about this man, I was having a hard time at work. I had a dream about getting lost in a huge and deserted shopping mall. Suddenly, this man appeared and I started running away from him. He chased after me for what seemed like an hour until I found myself against a wall. He smiled at me and showed me the way out, and then I woke up. And ever since that night, this man has appeared in all of my dreams, and he always gives me directions of how to get out of the dream and wake up. So like I said, this man is always telling people to do things. I dreamt about this man. He was Brazilian and very handsome. He was a school teacher type with 6 fingers on his right hand. He said that if the US had a nuclear disaster to go north. See, he's giving people instructions and advice and like telling the future, and it's just really strange. Now, there are some theories about why people could be all having this dream about this man. There's something called the dream imitation theory, and it's basically saying that since this man's face has been made public to everybody, people have started dreaming about him after they've seen this face. Because your brain sees it, recognizes it, and sort of keeps it in your memory, so you start dreaming about him after you've seen the picture. You know what I mean? So you haven't dreamt about him before the picture, but once you've seen it, then you do. By the way, sorry guys. I hope this doesn't make you dream about him. Oh my god, imagine. And then the other theory is that he's sort of like the average face of a man that everybody sees, like I talked about before. So people think that could be him, that they've all seen. But anyways, I just thought that whole thing was really interesting. I did look at other sites and some people said it's total, like it's just made up. So who knows, but let me know down below if you have seen this man before, because if a ton of you say yes, then maybe it is real. And I hope I don't dream about him tonight. Anyways, so guys, don't forget to check out the ticket link down below in the description, and I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day, and until next time, bye!